customer just got home, which is great. All right, we got some pretty big roots in here. I said there was a big oak tree right here. But here's a look at the landscape. So here's all the new bushes. Those are yellow crypsi. Good morning. This is Dawn, and today we're going to be moving big hydrangeas, 2 of them. We're going to be planting a few shrubs and revamping this little landscape. And we're going to show you this little job here. It's December already. And this house we landscaped in 2007. So I'll show you around. These right here are annuals, and they were gorgeous. These were yellow lantana. They're done for the season, so we had to take them out. And same with over there. I'll clean them up before we leave so you can see what the beds look like. But today we're going to be taking 2 hydrangeas right here. There's one here and right here. They bloom beautiful, but they are too big and everything's looking a little crowded, especially when we put all the annuals right here. I'm going to put in some pictures and kind of show you what it looks like in the summertime when we have flowers blooming. And I'll show you what these evergreens look like. They were way bigger than the roof. It really did nothing for the yard. And so we're going to move the hydrangeas over to this spot. We had them taken out. So we're going to put the hydrangeas here. We're going to add some yellow evergreen shrubs here. And in the back, we're going to put a weeping Norway spruce in. So that's what we're doing today. All right, so since we're moving these hydrangeas, we're going to be cutting them down a little bit, make them a little easier to move. Plus these bloom on new growth, so it's fine to cut them at this time of year. Here, Tom, I would cut them about here. Let's cut them like here. I don't know if you want to cut the annuals down as much as you can. Make it easier for me after. So the other thing that's different when we first put this landscape in, I don't know if you can tell that the grass goes like this. It's because they used to have a giant oak tree right here that hung over the house. So this area was so shady. So now that they have it opened up more, they'll be able to put some flowers on this side in the springtime and open everything up a little bit more. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it, but there is a soaker hose we put in here many years ago. If we break it, we break it. We can always repair it. Those are very easy to repair. Plus, I'm trying to save some of this mulch. It's definitely better to move these in the fall when it's dormant. This one's huge, huh? All right, go this way. That's all off. Okay. All right, we got all the pieces out. We gotta figure out where we're planting them. So we got all the hydrangeas broken into pieces. Now we just gotta set up all the plants and see where we're gonna put them. Okay, so if we brought this side of the bed in, let's figure out that. So this could go in a little here, And then in and out, if we can just draw it out, then we can just work around it. So the customer talked about wanting to move the bed in a little bit, not needing such a big bed. So we're gonna just draw that out now. They're not home, so. That looks good. I'm thinking this, what do you think about going this line, right?
Which one?
This one in. That's better. I like that. Oh, you get to ask them if the shape of the bed's good. Customer just got home, which is great because we don't really like to shape beds and stuff without asking them first, because sometimes they say, oh, just make it 6 inches bigger or 6 inches smaller. So perfect timing. All right, got done talking to the customer and they are happy with our green line for the bed line. So here's a look at the plants. Before we put them in, I always place them. This is a different hydrangea, but this is a hybrid, the one that blooms all summer long. The ones they have are beautiful. Those are the old type, and they just bloom the once, but they are a gorgeous blue. So we'll make like a little wall of hydrangea right there. So we'll get to planting. Back here. All right, just get as much as you can out. Could be roots. It looks good. All right, we got some pretty big roots in here. Like I said, there was a big oak tree right here, so Tom's going to get the Sawzall with the Diablo blade. Cut this out. Pretty big. So good?
Yep. Sawzall.
So far, this is tough digging. Keep getting these roots. Probably from that old oak tree that used to be here. Yeah, let me just get this. What do you think? On the other side. One more. Alrighty. Get this packed in good. right there. Yeah. That looks perfect.
There's some dirt on top of that too.
Yeah. Okay, so we got everything in except for the hydrangeas. We got the bed line drawn out. And we decided to put sod here. So we went and got some sod. Tom's gonna take the mini and scrape this down a little bit. So this will be all sod. We'll get these planted. So we got most of the mulch off. Here's some of the old mulch. We're not gonna put new mulch now because it's winter time. They usually get a fresh coat of mulch in the springtime. And
there's a hump, it's like a hump in the middle. I'll take that down.
yeah.
And I don't know if we're using that dirt here.
Well, you got that big hole back there.
Okay.
You put some over there. You want me to paint it?
Yeah.
Okay. I need a little dirt right here.
Make it like a row.
Yeah. Go ahead. Don't know if you can see, but we just made a row. And we put them in there spaced out pretty even. And then I'll have a nice little hedge of hydrangeas here. These are all the roots from the old trees that were here. So Tom's working on an area where the sod's gonna go. Getting that a little lower. What?
Wheelbarrow. Okay, we got most of it prepped for sod.
All right, so doing sod, I always do the outside part first, and I rather patch in little spots. That way you don't have little pieces, so when people are mowing, they're not like flipping these up. So that's how I do it. Okay, I'm gonna get to this thing here. Looking nice. I have a couple more pieces I have to put around the front, and then we're pretty much done with the sod part. Then we just got to clean up. I have one more hydrangea to plant, and then cut down the annuals. All finished. We cut the annuals down. We used their existing mulch and just moved it around because they're going to get new fresh mulch in the springtime. But here's a look at the landscape. So here's all the new bushes. Those are yellow cryptsai. The sod looks way better than putting seed and straw. It's going to rain tomorrow, so that's good. But the straw would have just blown around throughout the whole winter, so, and the seed wouldn't have germinated. So this is a much better look. And the hydrangeas here, they are such a beautiful blue. And the customer just loves their weeping Norway spruce, which that's going to get nice and tall. Then it's going to bend over and weep. So that's a real nice look. So that's that. And the hydrangeas we separated a little bit so they can make a nice better line. There was 2 and we separated them into 4. And here's everything. Like I said, this weeping cherry was original to the house. Everything else we put in, except for the tall evergreens that were here in the beginning, they were here. And so we put everything in 2007, like I said. Even a little rock wall that held up really nice all this time. I really like the slate walls. I think they have a lot more character than the block, but the block is very nice also, and a lot easier to install too. And here's how everything looks. And these are such a pretty golden color. All right, that's it. Next we'll be moving on to, we have another house that we had to move a rather large lace leaf maple. And we only transplant plants in the fall once they go dormant, so that's why we waited to move the hydrangeas. So thanks for watching.